Hey everyone, welcome to this stream. I'm just waiting for Minnesota Predictions to hop on. So this stream is regarding ranked choice voting. Well, I won't talk yet because I know no one is on.
Hello.
Hi. So.
Hey, I'll be back. I just need to close the door.
Okay.
Should you tell election forecast to come on?
Oh, I forgot to tell you he cannot.
Oh.
So I just, I don't know. Instead of questions, I guess since we don't have a moderator, I thought we could just discuss.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Talk about points of each of our side. All right. Anyway, let me just put up the thumbnail for this. Just give me a second.
Go ahead, take your time.
But so you watched the debate, right?
Holy crap! It was funny. Even the audience couldn't stop laughing.
It was a good debate, though.
Probably one of the most entertaining ones, maybe.
Yeah, out of 2022, I think that this was the best one.
Bro, friggin' GLP literally said, "How is Walker doing good?"
Oh my god, he is the worst one on Twitter.
At first I thought it was AP, but now AP is like a god compared to GLP.
Yeah, I know. Wait 1 second, let me close my door.
AP has been gone for like months.
Yeah, I can't stand any of those guys on there. Their takes are just unimaginably biased.
Yeah, I just get used to it now.
Yeah, true.
There's like this group chat on Twitter with all the YouTubers. I try to add you to it, but it won't let me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not added to any. It's kind of annoying because no one likes Andrew Yang.
It says Andrew Yang fan could not be added. Maybe like blocked someone or something.
Yeah, maybe it's because maybe someone blocked me or I blocked them. I block very few people, but maybe it's one of them.
Buckeye politics, isn't it?
Oh, he might be it. He was one of the 4 accounts that I've blocked.
Oh, so that's probably why.
He literally supports Alex Jones.
Bruh. Well,
that's all that's like on the news here in Connecticut. It's just him because his trial was just finished off in a town actually right next to mine.
Interesting.
Okay, the thumbnail should be added now.
Last thing AP has done was retweet a Dr. Oz thing on September 10th.
The last thing he's done?
Yeah, September 10th on Twitter.
Really? Wow.
Warnock definitely 100% won the debate.
Yeah, I agree. Herschel Walker did bring up how he was avoiding questions. I did notice that. But yeah, overall he definitely won it. He was a very smooth talker. He came across as calm.
Yeah.
Form, I think.
Like I feel like there's one question he did bad on, I think. I forgot what it was.
Which one? I didn't watch the whole thing.
I forgot. He didn't even do bad on it actually either. I don't remember. Okay, it was so funny when Walker actually was talking about Biden's voting record.
I only watched like the last 15 minutes. Please pick me up.
Voting record. Responding to a question about what should the United States do if Putin has nuclear bombs or something like that.
What did he say?
It's like saying he voted for Chuck Schumer when when we were gonna have like a helicopter factory, but he gave it to New York instead. He did not stand up for Georgia. I honestly.
Oh my god.
Okay. And then he had a little prop. He had like this little police thing, and it was super.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
to say he was a real cop.
he's a cop?
The moderators were kind of biased, but not by too much.
For who? Warnock, probably?
Yeah, but it wasn't too bad. Like, if I have to give bias, it was probably like a 4.
Yeah. Okay, I think we should start since we have 3 viewers, but anyway, should we start with opening statements, I suppose?
Sure.
Okay. Well, first of all, for the viewers viewing, we have already discussed a little bit, myself and Minnesota Predictions, and I've taken the stance of being pro ranked choice voting, and I'll get to what ranked choice voting is in my little intro thing. And Minnesota Predictions has taken the position of being against ranked choice voting. So, ranked choice voting is a system of voting where you rank your top 5 choices on the ballot instead of just choosing one person to vote for. So, say you like the Democrat. Say there's a moderate Democrat. Well, I won't go into it right now, actually, because we have a lot to get to. But basically, you rank your top 5 choices. And this will allow third parties to win, allow more agreeable and moderate candidates to win, encourage people to vote, encourage people to run, have more non-biased elections, and have more third parties.
Well, I feel like it's the part where you said it will make more people vote. I feel like might scare people off because it is somewhat complicated. It is like, and it's like when you throw away. I'm not saying that we should keep the electoral college, but still, this is also a con of like the popular vote. It's going to be it's going to take a lot of effort to make people to vote after you change the whole voting system, I think. And yeah, I'm gonna lose this.
Yeah, we won't do comments right now, but continue.
It's like a little too much effort, and then like people are just gonna like at the end just gonna probably vote for whoever they want. They don't matter. They'll probably vote for like the number 1 person, and whoever behind that they'll probably not care.
Sorry, are you done?
Oh no, you can say what.
Well, it has been proven to be successful and increase voter turnout and encourage the turnout of voters in Alaska. If you remember, just about a month ago, Mary Peltola won in Alaska. She would have never been able to win if ranked choice voting wasn't in place in Alaska. She could not have won because people were encouraged to vote for it. And this allows more agreeable candidates to win, more moderate candidates, because say you're a moderate Republican in the state of Alaska and you don't particularly like Sarah Palin, her opponent, but you're going to vote for her because she is the nominee of your party. So what do? You rank Sarah Palin as number 1 and put Mary Peltola as number 2, someone who's very agreeable and someone that you like a lot. And then on the Democratic side, you vote Mary Peltola as your number 1 and maybe Sarah Palin as your number 5 because of how extreme she is. And that is how Mary Peltola won. That's how agreeable, moderate candidates win.
Well, the thing about that is, I took notes before this, and my document is.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh crap. Where is it? Oh, dang it. I'm very lost. Okay, so I feel like ranked choice voting, I feel like maybe turnout. I don't think ranked choice voting was really a turnout thing. I feel like Alaskans are just people that vote a lot, I guess, if that makes sense. And I think one of the main reasons she won was ranked choice voting was one of them. I feel like there was 2 Republicans splitting the ballot, and I think that hurt Palin as well.
On the final ballot, Mary Peltola won when it was just Sarah Palin versus Mary Peltola. Nick Begich was eliminated in the second round.
Yeah. True. Can we stop the debate? Because you kind of won already, to be honest.
Really?
I'm not. I thought
Come
it was more
on.
than I am.
I've got a lot of things.
Yeah, you are like really good at this.
Yeah, I love debating.
I'm not a terrible debater, but I also am. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't
I
have
still know how to explain
situations.
stuff well. Um, I'm just
Well, what I want to do is convince you that ranked choice voting is a good thing. So are you at least convinced a little?
like if I have to give it on myself on a scale to 1 to 10, it's like 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, why? I want to hear.
I don't know. I just
Another,
don't like get good vibes from it. I just don't like it. It's just
but
like I
you've
would
got
also
to have a reason.
and also thing I would be giving a vote to Sarah Palin or something or like a Republican as well.
No, wait, what was that? I don't.
I would also give a vote to somebody I don't want.
No, it's just the top five. You don't have to put a Republican in the top five.
Yeah, I know, but then I have to like figure out some random candidate.
You don't have to. You can stop at one. You can stop at two. You can stop at three. You can stop at four. You can vote up to five.
Oh.
So if you wanted, you could vote just for the Democrat and no one else. It's a much more democratic way of voting. It gives people more options, but if you're already certain and you don't like any of the other candidates, all the independents and third parties have won, you can just vote for the candidate that you want. If you're like a hardcore Democrat or a hardcore Republican. But it would I mean also it would it would encourage people to run more on local levels because it really allows people to win. Essentially, it would make voters much more happy with their choice because they can vote for whoever they want. And just so just so I want to convince you more in the audience. What was I going to say? The I think the third parties, but it is the only system of voting that actually allows third parties to win because why am I losing my train of thought here? Because most people will feel like they are wasting their vote if they are voting for a third party candidate. Take my parents, for example, in 2020. They were not particularly happy about voting for Joe Biden, but they weren't going to waste their vote on a third party that wasn't going to win and basically cast their vote for Trump or cast their vote for no one, not vote at all. And with ranked choice voting, this is what they could have done. Say they're a member of the Green Party. Maybe in another example, we have hardcore progressives who aren't happy about how moderate Joe Biden is. So, what they can do in the general election, if they like the Green Party a lot and how they're very progressive, they can put Jill Stein, the Green Party nominee, as their number one. But because they don't want to waste their vote, they can put Joe Biden at number two, if that makes sense. So, you're giving Joe Biden a vote now, too, along with the Green Party nominee who gets one more vote than Joe Biden. So it is the only system of voting where people will feel like they're not wasting their vote if they're voting third party. It would increase voting of third parties significantly, very significantly.
Okay, I'm being a little more convinced. I'll know, like, I'll maybe put it at a 4 now.
Four.
Yeah.
Do you have any other concerns about it?
No, not specific ones, but it's like a lot of random thoughts that I don't have on the tip of my tongue.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go through comments.
Wow.
Not
Holy.
the new ones. While you're washing machine.
Okay, can
Okay.
I
Sorry, I didn't. I'll hide that. I didn't mean to pull that one up.
I actually don't care. I want you to actually put it back on so I can respond to it.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I do not care about what somebody says about me when they have a police car, fire truck, and ambulance on their profile picture, number one. Also, I'm a Giga Chat as well. I want to be a senator, and I'm not going to fail. I don't know about president, but
Oh, I do not want to be a politician.
I maybe if I'm not want to be a politician or like a political scientist.
Yeah, I want to do some with I want to be a lawyer too. But yeah, some with politics would be cool. Like work for a campaign.
Also, you made videos about McDonald's chicken nuggets.
I have?
Oh no, I'm talking about the guy.
Oh.
I.
Majority 6633.
Oh, he was kidding.
That's good.
Never mind. Everything I took back. I should apologize. I'm gonna subscribe just because I feel bad now.
Yeah, I'm not even subscribed to Majority 6633, and they're like one of my biggest fans. One of the few actual fans I have.
I am okay. I have no
like,
full W.
I'll send you a screenshot. But I was just like going through my comments.
Mm-hmm.
It is insane how mean people can be on here.
Holy crap! I know, right?
Like on my Tim Ryan versus JD Vance video, I was just saying how like it was an equal debate. Like no one really outperformed the other, and people were just being so mean. It's like,
yeah.
why?
Like I've gotten used to it more.
Nothing. It's like that's not going to have any effect on anything.
Yeah, it's like I do not care what half of these people say.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like they're mean and they can be just terrible. Yeah.
But that Marquand Ketty video is doing very well. I saw.
I gained, guess this, 14 subscribers from that video.
Wow, how many views did it get in total?
10K.
Wow, 10K.
I posted a video 1 hour ago of Nancy Pelosi eating a Slim Jim, and that got 2K views.
It did?
Yeah, and I posted it an hour ago.
I'm gonna look at it.
It's very
shorts can, I got that 50,000 views
from Miley Cyrus.
Yeah,
that was one of the first.
Now I'm like known for that on political YouTube. Like that's like what I'm known for. And my name though.
Yeah, you're like the Andrew Yang person. I think you're one of the only Andrew Yang YouTubers or forward party YouTubers.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna watch this video. Ew, why was she eating a Slim Jim?
She's talking to Mike Pence on January 6th.
Seriously?
Yeah, the context is very not,
Where did you find this video?
I was just watching Twitter and I was watching the footage released from the January 6th commission, and I just saw it.
Whoa! I
also,
the Wisconsin gubernatorial debate is happening right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say that actually. Tim Michaels looks drunk.
What?
I honestly, Tim Michaels looks really weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Here, wait.
Who do you think is going to win that race?
Like,
who do you think is going to win the race there? Not the debate.
Michaels, probably.
I have it going to a Mylene margin right now.
Yeah, he's not going to do as well as people say, though. This is who Tim Michaels looks like, okay? I'm going to change my screen. Dang it. Sorry, it might take a while.
Okay. I'm going to post on Twitter.
This is who he looks like.
Wait, let me get it. Oh.
I don't know why. He just looks like him for some reason.
Yeah, who is that? I have no idea who that is. Looks exactly like him. Hank.
It's a show called The
Oh, yeah.
It's a show my siblings and me watch too much. Or we used to, not really anymore. It's like a Nickelodeon show. He looks exactly. And nobody on Twitter agrees with me. Also, there's that one politician. I think his name's John Thurn. Yeah, he looks exactly like Seth Meyers. I don't know why. I just see it. He looks like Seth Meyers for some reason. Not all the pictures. Like this picture, he looks like Seth Meyers.
Let me get on it. Oh, John Thune? I like John Thune, actually. Seth Meyers. I can't remember what Seth Meyers looks like. Oh, you're right. Actually, you can now. John Thune.
So, yeah, ranked choice voting, I feel like we can all agree you won on that.
Wait, you're in support of it now? you think?
I'm more what's the word? I'm
Open
more,
to it?
yeah, open exactly to it, but I don't know if I still support it. I might have to do a little more research on my behalf.
If you have any questions, just ask.
Not on the top of my head.
Okay. Because I would love to answer it, because I really think it would be great for this country. I really do. All right. Okay. I guess I won't post it on Twitter, because I guess we're ending it pretty soon, at least.
Okay, well, while it's still on, we could try to watch like the Wisconsin debate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll pull it up. It's gonna be really slow though, but yeah, I will.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know anything.
It's fine. Okay.
Also, Obama's going to campaign for Mandela Barnes.
Who?
Obama.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and also Tony Evers probably.
Yeah.
Just pretty base. Tony Evers is boring, but he's actually a pretty good standard politician.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you said they're just so standard. I don't like him. Like nothing big is going to get done, you know. Like we need a political revolution. I'm with Bernie with that. We cannot keep it how it is.
Yeah.
In my mind. Okay, let me pull this up.
Tell me why the audience, like a lot of people cheered for Walker for some reason when he said stupid stuff.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It was like, yeah, and it'd be 5 people clapping, so it was even worse than no one clapping, in my opinion.
Okay, let me just share my screen here. Okay. Can you see that?
It's
I have to pull it up.
To obtain financial gain or anything of substantial value
Yes,
for the private benefit of themselves or their immediate family. Governor Evers, you are expected to adhere to that during your term in office. Mr. Michaels, your construction company has done more than $1 billion in business with state and contracts. Governor Evers, have you adhered to that law and how? And Mr. Michaels, how will you adhere to that law if elected governor? Mr. Michaels, you have 1 minute.
Yes, great question, and thank you for allowing me to clear this up a little bit. So every single bid that Michaels has won, we were the low bidder in a transparent bidding process. If you go back over the past few years, we've saved the state tens of millions of dollars and provided a very high quality product. Now, the day after Election Day, between then and Inauguration Day, I'm going to completely divest from Michaels Corporation. There will be no conflict of interest. Look, I'm a man of highest integrity. I was 12 years in the Army on active duty, attaining the rank of major. I was hand-selected to be the commander of the Honor Guard at Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And our business that we helped grow, my brothers and I, from a few hundred to over 8,000 a day, that doesn't happen without having integrity and providing firm leadership. I will do the right thing here.
Like, physically, I don't think Michaels is doing well. Like, he just doesn't look good.
I don't think either of them will do that well. I mean, they're both very boring, you know, people. They're typical for 2022.
Yeah.
I'm a guy from Plymouth who was a teacher, for God's sakes. There's not many.
Well, he sounds so old.
Really problematic.
It's like Ron Johnson.
Yeah.
I understand that my opponent's going to be divesting and all that, but there is, and I'm sure they're going to continue to seek bids from the state of Wisconsin. I'm not opinion his honesty, but how do we actually know how that's going to work? Do we need to change the process so that that it isn't a problem? I've read that it is a problem with some people, but I'm not an expert in this, but I think it's going to look kind of fishy.
Let's go to our next questioner, and that is Michelle McCarthy.
According to the Wisconsin Department of Revenue, our state has a projected budget surplus of an estimated $5 billion. As governor, what will you do with the money? Governor Evers, you have a minute.
Thank you so much for that question. And frankly, one of the reasons that amount of money is in our rainy day fund and in our surplus. It is because we did the right thing during the pandemic. We made sure that when we looked at the revenue coming in during the pandemic, that people that work in small businesses were suffering, that people that are farmers were suffering, that our tourism industry and restaurants. So we took about $1 billion of the money that we received from the federal government from both the Trump administration and the administration, the Biden administration, and we invested in that. We had a good outcome in that we got the lowest unemployment ever and the highest number of people working ever. Our economy is strong. We need to use this to, as I said before, 10% tax cut, get rid of the minimum markup law, and provide tax credits.
Thank you, Governor. Mr. Michaels.
Yes, thank you for that question. So $5.8 billion surplus, that's with the rainy day fund. But the Evers Barnes administration thinks that's a good thing. I think that's awful. Why? That's your tax dollars. The people of Wisconsin were overtaxed by nearly $6 billion. We are going to do massive tax reform. I'm going to put that money back into the hardworking people's pockets. What will that do? That will stimulate our economy. I'm telling you right now, this excess in taxes that some people think is a good thing is wrong. There's a lot of needs out there, but there's a $43.5 billion annual state budget right now. We just need to have businessmen that are in there and can do a proper analysis. We have 16 operating divisions at Michaels Corporation. We do a deep dive monthly, and we do a formal review quarterly. I know how to analyze. I know how to make government more efficient. Right now, you're paying too much in taxes, but I'm here to tell you, help is on the way.
Next question to Dan Hagan.
Climate change is already affecting Wisconsinites. Reported on people in northern Wisconsin and the reliance on wild rice. But more frequent extreme weather events tied to climate change are disrupting wild rice beds, threatening a source of food and culture for the Ojibwe. How should Wisconsin respond to a changing climate? Mr. Michaels, you have 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you for that question. So I have to admit I was unaware of the wild rice problem, but you're tying it to climate change. Look, I want a clean planet for my children, my future grandchildren. I want clean drinking water. I want to make sure that everyone does the right thing. And at Michaels Corporation, we're a very responsible operator. We're an environmental leader. We have a Green Tier 2 award from the DNR for all of our great environmental initiatives. So climate change, there's a lot of discussion about that. Has the temperature gone up? Temperature has always fluctuated throughout the history of this world. And we can't just say that it all happened because of man's actions in the last 100 years. But we should all be responsible, like we are at Michaels Corporation, and do everything we can to make sure we have a healthy planet for future generations.
Mr. Michaels, I think the question was, what would you do for Wisconsin specifically?
I'm going to provide the leadership. As governor, I'm going to be a bold leader, and I'm going to make sure that we do all of the right things. I'm going to make sure that we work with the DNR. And by the way, the DNR has a lot of problems. It's probably close to being broken. I'm going to fix that. I know how to fix that. And we're going to make sure that the people of Wisconsin know that they're being taken care of and that we are going to take care of the environment.
Governor?
Well, instead of blah, blah here, I'm going to talk about our clean energy plan. It is something that's really working well in the state of Wisconsin. We've actually been able to increase solar in the state of Wisconsin, and it's not because people are not are for clean energy necessarily. They just know it's the right thing to do, and it's cheaper. So we're going to continue our efforts around solar, and we're going to continue our efforts around mitigating climate change. I think I heard that he doesn't believe in climate change. I do believe in climate change. It's making a difference. We're working with the Ojibwe on that issue as we speak with that DNR that apparently is so dysfunctional. That said, we are going to continue to make sure that the clean energy plan is in place. And I'm so pleased actually with the farmers of the state. They're working together on making sure that their practices are good. Farmer-led watershed groups all across the state are keeping.
Thank you, Governor. Your time is up.
Sorry.
Let's now move on to Amy DuPont.
Wisconsin has a water problem. Thousands of Milwaukee homes still get their water through lead laterals. Hundreds of utilities statewide exceed safe nitrate levels. And in La Crosse and Marinette counties, thousands of families have been drinking bottled
I think I'm
water
gonna end
for
this.
years because
Okay.
Pretty boring debate, I feel.
Yeah. I'm just going to
Better.
lecture on my debate. I mean, not, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
on my.
how would you
Yeah, you
prioritize
can
spending
stream
the
it or whatever
limited
you want to.
dollars that Wisconsin
Yeah,
has
plus
to
election
provide safe
forecasting.
water for
Okay,
the most
well,
Wisconsinites?
Everyone, thank you for joining us
Okay, we have been
tonight.
working on this problem for-
It was a pleasure having the debate that we had. I hope you at least consider ranked choice voting. I hope that the audience really considers or supports ranked choice voting. But yeah, thanks for joining me. All right, I might post more soon. All right, good to know. Good to know. All right, bye everyone. I'm gonna end it.
Bye. Good job. You won the debate.
Thanks.
Bye.